Alright, today is July 17th. We are back at Alkebu-Lan Village's gardens, and we've been weeding a little bit, watering as well, and I'm helping Julian with this bed. I just saw some neat stuff, like look at this little insect. Who are you? I don't know. Looks like a beetle of some sort, and I think I'm just going to leave it be. Earlier I saw a caterpillar. Look at that. I believe those are pretty distinctive markings. I believe you're an Eastern Swallowtail. And pretty cool, just taking a nap. Pretty soon going to be eating the parsley, probably. Or something, I don't know, maybe, who knows. Some of the pepper plants, you can see they're flowering, or in the case of this one, what's that? It's already fruiting. So we've had, oh, there are two fruits too. So there you have it. We've got fruits, and I'm guessing it's been this way for at least a week. There's another one. I don't know if you can see right there. And so we've got a little bit going on. Typically when, depending on the plant, but when they're sort of stressed and not able to grow as much, sometimes they'll rush to go to fruit. And I'm guessing that's what happened, because these are really short, whereas this one, probably the same group, sibling, this one's doing fine, and it's just putting out more flowers. Makes me think about strawberries and some other plants that do that. So that's an observation. I forgot that we had sunflowers on that line, so I started watering them. Planted some, well, I'm hungry and lightheaded right now, dehydrated, but what did I plant? I planted some morning glories on the edge of the fence on the outside yesterday during the storm, and we might continue the fence. I was reading some studies on, not really studies, just background on sunflowers. And yeah, I guess studies. There's the Great Sunflower Project, which is citizen science, community science reporting to help people figure out what pesticides are killing off certain pollinators. And so I'm contemplating that right now, where to put them, and just getting seeds started. I planted a bunch to substantiate that line over there, and just really impressed with this chunk of corn. Look at that. That's a really healthy stalk. So really soon ready to put in some beans. You can see there's some squash right there. What else? Ah, yes, mysteries. Who are these folks? Look at that, very distinctive leaf. Reminds me of like a moonflower or something. And it's thorny, which probably means it's undesirable in most gardens. They have an interesting flower, you can see that. And I think yesterday I counted the number of petals that we'll have. I think it's 6. There you go, 2, 4, 6, yep. So it'll have six petals. And they come out alternating. You can see leaves alternating. Forget the name of the description of this kind of leaf, but I don't know. I definitely don't recall planting these. Actually, I know we didn't plant these. They just came up on their own. So that's something interesting. You can see these sunflowers are doing okay. Whoa. And then we've got some other volunteers that are interesting, who I don't know, like this thing. I don't recall planting anything like it. Don't know what it is, and that's something. Another phenomenon. This is lamb's quarter, edible, but you see that red in this bed especially. You'll see a lot. Like this one's got a bunch of red, and same with this one. That's normally an indicator of something. For example, a neighbor was growing marijuana, cannabis, and red streaks for them was an indicator that it was deficient in magnesium. I'm certain that these are a very different family of plant, and I don't know what it means, but you can see even here, you can see on the margin, on that outline of the plant, you can see that it turns red. What does that mean? That's for a botanist to help us out with, maybe. So, just curious observations, and some things to celebrate. That we've already got some pollinators in the garden. I found a dead bee. It's kind of sad in one of the buckets. And it was a native bee, solitary. It was black. not the normal black and yellow honeybee. And yeah, so there you go. And there's some more stuff going. What is it? I'm not really sure. That's probably a Julian thing. I got to remember what we put in this. This bed definitely had some peppers. Oh, these came from his original. Oh, okay, this might be the bed that had okra in it, coming up from old compost. And then here's some more. So in this one, I see what I see. You see what I see. This is more of that mystery plant. I think this is an ornamental. I don't know what it is. Got to start watering a different bed soon. More tomatoes over here. Got to clear that out for them. Look at all these seedlings. These are Julian's work. These babies, and they're sprouting up, so that's good. And got some more of whatever that is. I don't think that has anything to do with being an eggplant, because he pulled some out earlier, but I don't know what it is, and I'm curious, so I'll have to send that in for identification. Cheers.